Thank you. Well, I have just been talking. Sorry about that. Welcome on to the stream, both of you guys. Hope everything's going well. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I forgot these jerks bring you down to 1 HP. But we're at the Mountain of Woe, I guess, to see the Guru of Life, even though the save point said the Guru of Woe. Oh, I've got to do something really quick here. Got a new project, so I am overwhelmed with fun. What project's that? I have not been very attentive in my Discord lately. If it's been... This week has whipped my butt, so I've been not really paying attention to much and trying to get back in the vein of things. Obtained shield sphere. Obtained platinum vest. Disables text and item commands. Oh, yes, these jerks. And you miss. What an obnoxious ability. Ooh, learned water too. Excellent. After I finished all the standee for my game and enemy stats blocks, I kind of told to myself I could also just make a book with it. I was searching something to create lately. Cool. Well, I hope you the best of luck in your ventures of that. I'm still coming out of a little bit of a stupor. I had a quick nap before I streamed. I went to the local medieval fair today and had some, well, I attempted to have some meat. I waited 45 minutes in line for meat only for them to be sold out. So I had a little bit of a wine and then had a turkey leg. So I got that sleepiness in my belly from eating the turkey. So I'm coming out of it. Just setting up some BS for my game on Thursday. Oh, well, at least you got plenty of time, I guess. I don't know how demanding it is. However, you never fail to amaze me with what you attempt to do in your games, so... Water 2. Chihon says it's good. I already released 3 modules in the past. It's not something to pay your bills, but it's always hype me more when I make something with purpose. Hey, whatever, yeah, whatever you feel, as you said, motivated, inspired. I mean, that's why I do the videos. Well, the videos I do because I felt people would benefit to learn from them, but seeing the community grow definitely has inspired me and given me reason to continue to do them. So I get what you're saying. I guess just do magic. I am excited. I got to prep for my Fabula Ultima game. It's next Friday. It's been about a month since we played, so kind of got to do some recapping in my brain of what happened and get prepped for that. Cool. I already forgot where I was going. Let's see if it was down that I need to go. Looks like I need to go down. Erica says, I'm basically putting together all the stuff I plan to use the next 2 to 3 weeks. Hey, better being ahead of the game. I wish I was as agile as Ayla and just being able to roll around to everything when I pounce on them. I guess, you know, but cat girl, so seems more logical. Gee, I wonder if these weird-looking flower things are going to ambush me. Oh, of course. Oh, there we go. No, I don't like that. Nah, they're probably fine. Yeah, they don't stand out at all or anything. Tonight, I'll hit some nice story beat in the game. Nice. What are these spheres I'm... Ah, okay, and then that's physical, I'm assuming. Cool. Oops, okay. I didn't realize I hit auto. What was going on there? I really do not like that ability. Could you imagine if you translated that into Fabula Ultima, where it was just like that ability, or I said it last game. I can't remember. It's like a storm ability they have in Final Fantasy VI, where it does like a tornado around everyone, and it does like with 3/4 of their hit points, or like will bring them down to 1. I'm currently working on my video for this upcoming week. I'm talking about XP and leveling up, something simple, but I think very beneficial to know and inspire people how easy it is to do that in this game, or in Fabula Ultima. Also plan on doing a little promotion and talking about the collaboration I'm doing I finally got it kind of official and the okay to with the other group. I'm going to be a guest player with the channel Shields Rest. I don't know if you've noticed them around on my Discord, but they're a group of guys that are all military, but they all have found a love of TTRPGs in their time of deployment. They all seem like pretty cool guys, and they saw my stuff and wanted to invite me to do some trials with them since they're still trying to learn Fabula Ultima. So I get to play my first game. But I could see a big boss or villain making it first story part under Ultima Point circumstances. Man, I still probably would not do that, but I'm also not against it either. Not unlike regular enemies, good for higher level bosses though. Hell yeah, playing games. I watched some of their videos in the park. Yeah, I've watched some of their stuff too. Like I said, I had the pleasure of actually talking to all the guys and kind of what we're goal is. We're not doing anything major. We're just kind of showing kind of fighting and battle systems for people. I am playing where every one of us has to take a class from the high fantasy, and we're all playing at level 5. We're kind of doing this gauntlet type of thing where if anyone ends up getting knocked out, it's not true to the Fabula Ultima system, but we're just trying a few things out. I'm going to spare the details because it's their channel and they're explaining what they're doing, but I look forward to being part of it. I am basically a pixie sprite, chanter / guardian / orator. I watched some of their videos in the part. Right now they're making level 50 builds. I'm not really into this though. Yeah, then that's fine. And I talked to them too. It's like, I'm not very big on doing the class builds. That's not what I'm after. But at the same time, they have their own viewership from other TTRPGs, and I welcome any point of view from Fabula Ultima for their experience. I'm not a fan of building in advance. Generally, I just choose what fits the moment. I have a little bit of ideology of what I want to put my time, like once I have the foundation figured out, I kind of plan on it, but it just kind of, but I'm also very sporadic and impulsive to my decision making. Nonetheless, they're all really nice guys, at least from my experience with them. They were very welcoming, and I look forward to doing something with them. Make sure everything's good. Make sure everyone's got tech point or Mem MP, because I feel this is going to be a boss battle here. I will often choose something because of the narrative over what's the best option. I normally am like that, but in a game like Fabula, that synergy is such a big thing. I do like to make sure, at least at start, you have a decent flow, because combat can get really disruptive if you don't have at least a decent synergy. I mean, it still goes no matter how you want to do it. It's just, I like there to be a little bit of flow and purpose for whoever's playing. I will at most plan out a few levels in advance just to give myself some direction. That's where I'm about. That's about where I'm at after Foundation. But that's theory, though. Like I said, I haven't played extensive Fabula Ultima on the playing side. In D&D, when I play, I don't really plan much out because it takes forever to level to begin with. So I pretty much have all the time in the world to figure out what I'm doing. Oh. So this is the prison that holds the guru of life. maybe their audience really likes to play Path Builder. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But I like Pathfinder to a certain extent. It's not my primary, but I had no quarrels with it. Chrono, look. Well, that is not what I expected. Double hand attack, double hand. Wow, okay, just straight out of the gate. I feel that I was right to save. Multi-part boss time, exactly. That's we've seen this before. We've talked about it in these the stream. It's definitely a thing worth practicing and using. I wouldn't say regularly, but definitely to give some change in the game. Man, I am not cool with how bad I'm getting obliterated. Some years ago in the Spelljammer game with my friend, the last boss they faced before we concluded the adventure, I made them fight this boss, but reskinned. Oh, nice. Well, I got my ass handed to me and I don't think it was really because I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to maintain healing from the very get-go, so. It's a time hat. Oh, prevents stop and slow. That's nice. They got theirs too, but this campaign was all based on a joke from the Spelljammer Academy that only 3% of the new recruits return alive, and when they go on their first adventure, they received a red shirt uniform. You can imagine only one player returned. Okay. Okay, well, they both have the name Double Hand, so obviously the hands are the focus of the problem from the start, but... That dickhead heals, okay. Like, that is insane how quickly they're doing this. Like... Like, what is this? Like, it gets like 3 AoE attacks before I get to do 1. I not like scaled up for this boss fight, or am I missing something just obvious? I mean, I know at certain points, like in Final Fantasy VI, you have to kind of do a little grinding to get to a, well, any Final Fantasy, you have to get a little leveling up, but worst thing for them was that I was sure they would go just beat the boss to pulp, so I had a second phase for after they managed to kill the hands, but they didn't manage it. What's the name of the boss already? I don't remember, to be honest. In this, I don't know. It's just double fisting me. And yes, I did use that inappropriate phrase. So yeah, should I be doing a little bit of grinding here? Like that's, I mean, it is literally, that literally obliterated me. I hadn't really seen a need to grind at any point yet, but it looks like that might be changing a bit. These guys. What armor do I have? I will check that out here in a second. I'm wearing the Mesozoic mail. There's dark mail, which doesn't seem to say if it does anything about, like, dark damage or anything. Other than just increasing the magic damage or magic resistance. Luminous robe. Dark mail absorbs shadow damage. Ruby vest absorbs. I saw it. Okay, that's okay. I saw the fire part with the ruby, but it says that it says halves the well, it says halves the fire damage. Dark mail doesn't say anything. So that's why I was unsure. I mean, logically, dark mail makes sense. Yeah, that's the one where I had to go get like fangs and all that, and I asked if I needed multiple of those, and if so, do I get it later? So but it doesn't specify on the dark mail that it does anything shadow wise. But I'll give it a go. Oh no, it's red mail that absorbs fire, not ruby vest. I misremembered. Oh, on the absorption, yeah. The ruby vest at least does half. Should I make the venture out to go get some more ruby vests? It's a long track back. I'm gonna go put it on Chrono and just see how it does for... You have the Falcon hit dual tech for Chrono and Ayla. It can make quick work of the hands. I have two already, and a dark mail should be... Is there some? Is that like a glitch or something where the dark mail does? Because there's no specification the dark mail does anything other than +5 magic defense. It doesn't look like I have those yet. The Falcon attacks. Okay, well, we'll do that. Dark Mail for Chrono. The other two will do Ruby Vests. All the mail in the game have absorbed. Okay. Well, I'll give that a go. Why can I not save? There we go. Man, a game where I actually have to optimize armor to properly absorb stuff. That's one of the abilities I'm considering as a chanter, though, in my songs, is giving resistances of a type to the entire group. But the fact I'm a level 5, I think I'm going to go with both MP and HP renewals, since we don't have a lot of heals in the group for my cameo game. Okay, yep, there's that. It didn't absorb anything, but at that... The vests definitely helped on those fire attacks. The more you play the game, and the more I think CT was really a big inspiration for him. There's a lot of inspirations I think that came from, but yes, Chrono Trigger definitely seems, now that I'm playing it, I definitely see it. I need a high potion. Thank you for the armor suggestions. I probably would have tripped over and found that eventually, but it seems to definitely help out here. I'm not going to obliterate it immediately. I'm really trying to think. I can't think of a time I really had ever needed to rely on resistance-based gear on Final Fantasy games too often. Oh, that was supposed to be for the hand, not the head. Oh, that's cool. Well, good to know that just happens immediately. I had a feeling that it was going to happen. It was a little too easy. All right, let's take out the healing hand then. I have Falcon Strike. Oh, it's a Chrono ability. Okay, sorry, that's why I was missing it. Oh, Chrono might be getting obliterated. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, guys. Oh, those got a little more powerful. Don't like that. Oh, Falcon... I shouldn't have done that. Falcon Stripe is Ayla and him. Yeah, I noticed the mail didn't work. It's all good. Must have changed in the Steam version. It definitely has been in my SNES. That's good to know. First real find of should have played it on the SNES. But I already invested in this game on Steam, so before I even made the decision to do this, so it seemed kind of silly to not do. Yeah, Falcon Strike definitely does some work. I know Erica originally mentioned that, but I didn't see it as an option when really in the screen. So thanks for Unwelly Orc to recommend it. Oh. Good crit. Yeah, and I was gonna say, I've been a little silent here in the fight. I really love the multi-part bosses in both the JRPGs and in Fabula Ultima, and I really think the phase of hey, we did it. People should phase bosses a lot more, even in D&D and stuff. There's so much grief from GMs that talk about how their players, obliterate the first round of their boss, and I think building around that to let them go all in and go them into some of their expenditures to then have multiple phases is a good way to make it challenging in those circumstances. Yeah, there I go. I did it. Erica says, I'm definitely doing phase boss soon again. As you should. And I may be doing one soon myself. Oh. Old man Melchior. Indeed, I am none other. But how do you know my name? I do not believe we've met. More pressingly, what of the Queen in the Ocean Palace? Do you know what has happened? I see. The Queen's mind has already eroded to that extent. It seems the more the energy the Mammon machine absorbs, the further the Queen descends into madness. The immortal Lavos is overtaking her soul from within the slumber beneath the waves. We must flee! The seal's broken! It will bring down the mountain. Come, make haste! Elder, the Mountain of Woe! Mama, the mountain's falling! Doesn't look like it's falling. It looks like it's flying away. Oh, now it's falling. Wah, wah. Sorry if I'm crunching into the mic. I'm having Cheez-Its. Lavos sleeps deep underground, consuming the energy of this planet. Brought so near, the Mammon machine could very well awaken him. We must hurry before it's too late. Elder, Lady Shala is here. What? Shala? Pop in music. Lady Shala, why have you come to such miserable place? Do not degrade yourselves. We enlightened ones were once the same as you. The only difference is we are now puppets of Lavos. Such a filthy place. Melchior, when the mountain fell, I knew I would find you here. But is it safe for you to leave the palace? Whether it is safe or not, it no longer matters. The Ocean Palace is complete. Then all is lost. Not at all.
Without me, the Mammon machine is no more than a vessel. I will not activate that evil thing again. I have kept the Skyway open. Please, you must stop my lady mother. My dear. Dalton. It would be quite an inconvenience if you failed to activate that machine. Dalton, leave her alone. The fossil speaks. Be silent.
Ugh. Man, fireball and then straight gut punch to Shala.
You'll come to the Ocean Palace with me. Cause any trouble in your life as well. I will bear no responsibilities. Shala!
Yeah, backhand that kid. He's been nothing but a butt.
None of the Queen's brats know their place, do they? Oh, let's not be hasty. I'd be more than happy to take the life of this little pearl. I do not fear the Queen. Shall we be on our way, Shala dear? Your mother is waiting.
Dalton is one of the fans' favorites to hate. I mean, he's backhanded the annoying kid so far, so I don't hate him just yet. Oh, wow, just straight into gameplay, okay.
Lady Shala abducted, but without magic, we're helpless to save her. Old man okay? All right. But we must rescue Shala, or there will be a terrible consequence. There's no hope of rescuing her, not even for you, Melchior. If the Queen's plans come to fruition, there's no hope for life as we know it.
I'm sorry, did Chrono step in and actually have some sort of injection with an emote?
You would go and stop her. My pardons. You risk your life for us time and time again, and I do not even know your names. I think not of it. We adept to repay you for you to repair the Masamune. Whatever are you talking about? Chrono, go now. Wait, take this with you.
That's our hero for you, silent to the end. It's made from the same redstone as the Mammon machine, whatever.
You should be able to destroy the thing for good.
Obtained ruby knife. Now, do I equip it? Or is that... No, okay, it's an item.
Very well. Young Lord Janus made the Skyway to save Lady Shala. I hope Lady Shala is still alive.
Might I interest you in some goods? I guess I'm already using that. Oh yeah, I already bought that. That's right. So I remember I didn't have the money to buy this because I got the Zangmato, and I was asking, should I maintain the Masamune on Glenn, even though there's a better stat bonus on the Radiant Blade, because of the Hero Pendant increasing the crit damage. See, I'm gonna re-equip the armor I had, no longer needing the... You can take the new one at the moment. Gotcha. But then that means I should probably change up my accessory. Let's go with golden earring for now. Hold on, my dog is making her presence known that she wants to give me one second. No. Want to say hi real quick? This is my little dog, Fiore. She is part Shih Tzu, part other mutts. She is an adorable little dog, but she's also a punk.
The gurus of time and reason are missing, and Lady Shala along with them. Are there none now that can stop the Queen?
Dogs are the best. I do also like cats, but I mean, I'm a dog person first. Cat supremacy. I subscribe to cats too. Unfortunately, my cat Kupo disappeared about a month ago.
In times past, the enlightened ones and we, earthbound ones, lived as one.
Alright, where am I going here? Alright, that chain is all vined up now, so... Oh, okay, I can go up there. Is there a reason to... Can't go anywhere else. I'm assuming I have no choice but to go backwards. And maybe it's just like, I know I've said this multiple times, but I feel like Squaresoft games, they really lean in on bass on OSTs. Squaresoft is really good at music, though. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. I don't know why all of a sudden I think I'm gonna start scouring the area and finding like secret entrances and exits. Oh, where do I want to go now? Not prehistory. I don't want to go there. I want to go here, right? I probably should have saved. Yeah, give me that font of recovery. Let's go back up. Start some shit. You're going to take down the Mammon machine. That's right. Would you like a bit of a spoiler about a thing you can miss permanently? Sure, because I seem to not have a great perception of this game. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The game's already ruined for me because I was set up by Marl, so I mean, this is all aftermath. Damn trial ruined everything. Go back to Inhasa and open the books in order. Wind, water, wind, fire. Oh yeah, I forgot when you open they do that like thing. I don't know why I just assumed that was water. Okay, that's... Do I need to do them in a sequence where they're uninterrupted? Because I did it wrong first. I did water, fire, then wind. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Water summons wind, wind makes fire dance. Is there something that I should have picked up on that from? I try to talk to everyone, and I've gotten some hints definitely for like boss fights and stuff. Oh, look at that. Ah! The guru reason is gone. Do you want to challenge me? No. You've probably seen the phrase, it gives you a hint about what order to open books. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Any game that has that type of shit in it, I've never really thrived in retaining that. Yeah, I'll challenge you, but I'm assuming I'm going to get my ass handed to me. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope. I was reading, not paying attention. There's that one. Hey, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't you do it. All right, fine, ass. We can do this again. I did it. Ooh, Glenler Kier 2. You're strong. Take this. Obtain a magic capsule. Obtain a speed capsule. No. I have not been using any of those capsules. Thank you for the hint, Erica. I figured out the Falcon Strike thing real fast. Yeah. What's it say? Like, they learned so many dual techs that seem irrelevant and unused in most fights. I don't even evaluate it once they come to be, you know, considered or needed. That skill is awesomely strong against those kind of enemies. Yeah, I can tell. Just like a delicious lightning bolt in D&D. Oh, the Mammon machine's up top, right? I gotta go higher. Oh, whoa. Kajara also has some books, but no new to fight. Good to know. I'm doing too much backseat playing. I read all this. Well, I appreciate your recognition of that. I am trying to be somewhat freely committed to this, but also I'm not playing this in the way I think I would have played when I was 10, where I would just spend my entire weekend searching every crevice and all that stuff. I want to experience the game, but I also, you know, this is a joint experience with you guys in here. I don't want it to just be, hey, come sit here and watch Josh grind for 80 minutes and look around every crevice. But I definitely would like to avoid any like blatant spoilers. And we thank you for that. Good to know that's appreciated. Watching you talk to people and voice them is entertaining. Oh, well, I appreciate that. The Mammon machine is in another castle. Let's transfer the Ocean Palace to begin harvesting the new raw energy of Lavos. Yeah, but I'm trying to make a point to not tell you stuff unless you ask. That's just one of the few things you can miss permanently. And I appreciate, like, I don't mind that. Like, so I came all the way up here to say, basically, to say the princess is in another castle. So let me guess, I need to get in the airplane, the airship. I don't know. I didn't mean to do that. Also, how's it going, Solandra? How long you been in? I really, the one thing I really do not like about on YouTube streams is I cannot see who's in my channel. Like, at least I haven't been able to find anything. I have like top fans to look at, which I guess just whoever talks the most. But outside of that, I don't know how many people I even have in my channel or my stream. I'm guessing only about 4 right now, but I guess I still can't go down there. Never dreamed to think how big could fly, eh? Eh? I saw 6 people in here, but yeah, I just got in like 10 to 15 minutes ago. Well, good to have you in. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. It's driving me nuts. The little dog's just sitting here behind, snoring up a storm behind me. There we go.
Why is it that Prophet allowed inside while I'm stuck guarding a place like this? Ah, you came. I decided to leave you alone before, hoping you might make that Prophet show his true colors. But I've no use for you anymore.
Which I think I just ignored. Cool. Oh well, it's not like I'm saved like 800 times right before here. I'm assuming when he's got his cloak out like that. I guess he always has his cloak out. So let's try some magic. Alright. First off, quit doing that. Miss. Okay, so it's gonna be magic, magic. Nobody tell him that only having HP will never kill them. Oh, I knew that, but I also didn't know if they were gonna do. He was gonna do something stupid if I let half, and then he just like thumps me in the head and kills me like those news were trying to. Minor side note: I'm surprised Ayla doesn't have more max HP. I barely ever used her, but she just seems like she'd be more tanky to me. Well, and I almost used the golden earring or whatever to give him more, but she's got that thing that it's like +4 strength or whatever. Oh, don't tell Dalton that. I keep forgetting Ayla is not quite effective right here. Oh, she hit. Wow.
Darn it!
I was pretty sure he did literally anything else, but so far he's just spamming that thing. Hey, everyone leveled.
No, I can't be beaten now. Not with eternal life just within my grasp.
Bye. He flushed himself down the portal.
I guess I could have been using Gear 2 instead of Slurp, but... So who'd you... Cylinder, you said you didn't normally use Ayla. Who do you usually roll with? Oh, I'm already digging this music.
I feel dark energy filling this place. Something frightening stirs.
Chrono, Luca, Marl gang. I'm basic. Nothing wrong with basic. Basic works most of the time. Luca's been actually my favorite character so far. I just kind of started falling on Ayla because she was doing the awesome AoE heal with Glenn.
Hola. Raise the output of the Mammon machine to its limit.
Chrono, Marl, and spoilers. No need for the spoilers. I already got an assumption of kind of what's going on here, but no need for a direct revelation. I'm assuming it's Magus, and I'm guessing Janus is Magus, but that's... I could be completely wrong.
Shala, you dared disobey me. Very well, Mother. Oh, what splendor. Behold the incredible power of Lavos.
Prophet. Got like some cyberpunk style music here. Oh, this looks like a puzzly place. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, before spoilers, it's usually been Luca. If it played through again, I'd want to try Robo. That does remind me there are several things during this section that I apparently just never picked up on in my earlier playthroughs. Oh! Glad I spent all that money on the Radiant Blade a moment ago. Rune Blade reminds me of Celeste and Runic. I was playing through it yesterday or the day before and was like, wait, hold up a couple of times. Oh, shit. Counters non-fire magic. Okay. Try some water here. Okay, cool. So they just obliterated me. Okay, noted. Don't do that. The first time it was no problem. You know, I was about to say this music track is one of my favorites in the whole game, but then again, I could probably say that about almost every track in games, so it's all good. This one definitely stands out to me. Like there's some I've loved all the music in here. There's some music that is, you know, I wouldn't use the word basic, but kind of standard you'd think in JRPGs. But then there's some others like this one and earlier in the world map. I mean, most of the world map stuff is really unique, and I've enjoyed that as well. Glenn. Yeah, that Falcon Strike's pretty great. Oh, you jerks. Okay. Well, the physical damage doesn't seem to be doing much to those guys, but I didn't like using AoE attacks because they were blasting back. I also really just like cyberpunk type of music and like kind of the synth stuff. So this is really jamming to me right now. Synthwave, I guess, is what they normally call it. It's what the kids call it. Don't you do it. God dang it. Okay, good. No! Kaiser Arm. Is that like Kaiser Knuckle, but for Robo? Yeah, one of my friend's favorite genre is synthwave. He loves cyberpunk and stuff like that. It's always been my thing I've enjoyed. Of course, I'm a product of, well, I'm sure a lot of you guys are either product of early 90s, 80s, but I was exposed to a lot of synth music because I had two older brothers back in the 80s that listened to a lot of that, and I've just always enjoyed its progression into like the cyberpunk style. Love me some cyber. I do too. I'll say this. I also absolutely love Shadowrun. It's sad that the TTRPG element of it is really hard to get people involved in because it's so crunchy. But I absolutely love the Sega Genesis version of that game, and just the mix of cyberpunk dystopia mixed with fantasy magic. God dang it. Eric said I'm more of a product of the mid-late 90s, but we were a rock and metal household. Hey, that's awesome. I listened to a lot of that as well. All my new stuff I listen to relatively contemporary is like Japanese female rock and metal bands. I'm using mid potions instead of abilities here. Nothing wrong with Japanese female rock and metal bands. No, I mean, I know it's a very unique niche. I too enjoy Baby Mill. Yeah, Baby Mill's great. I love them. Bandmade. They're a great band. Hanabi or Hanabiye. I don't know how they exactly. I just saw a release of another song, or a song from another band called Hagane that I wasn't familiar with. It's more of like epic metal, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but they did like a 80s metal style song that's really catchy called Black Diamond that just came out. I've been listening to that on loop. Stop. You might check out Wagaku Band if you haven't. Is that the it's like metal, but they also use like some of the traditional Japanese instruments? I highly recommend Bandmade if you've never heard them. They're fantastic. They're the only band I've seen in the last decade live. When they toured down here, they went to Dallas, and I traveled down there to see them. They're usually only traveling. They only used to perform in Europe and Japan. Yeah, Wagaki Band's great. I haven't listened to it in a while. I need to get back into them. Okay, like seriously, stop doing it to Chrono, for crying out loud. I will say for optimization, I wasn't sure if I was going to like the panacea being like kind of an all fix to every ailment, but it definitely beats having to scan through the entirety of my item list to find the right solution. Miss Lessman's got a new brand of kombucha this morning, and I think my body didn't. Oh, kombucha. It was stuck as a king for the last 10. You are in the underwater palace. I am in a place that has awesome music. Just making sure there's nothing else I need to defeat in here. Ocean Palace Money Gang. What is this nonsense here? And run all the way over and then can't go back around here. And the worst part is I've been sitting here the entire time. I don't remember which side I came up on here. I think this is actually just a glitch or something. Okay, no, you just can't move past this, which is weird. Why even have that? I really feel like that should be leading me to somewhere here. Like, why else would I be able to do all that? I don't want to leave this area. Whoa, what is that? The big ominous statues have me a little concerned. Okay. Oh yeah, get him right there. So I noticed lately, and there may have been some conversation in other Discords or even my own Foundry's movement of version 14. Is that have a set date yet, or has that already happened? I learned the hard way last time not to move forward with the new version until Project Heavy was ready to adapt. Version 14 released on the 1st. Okay. PFU does not yet support it. Yeah, I didn't assume it did. I remember I waited for 13 for a bit, and then I moved to it, and then saw that there were some limitations from PFU had not adapted to 13, and I was like, well, crap, because I was playing 2 different games, and one was reliant on version 13. Seeing what happened, it's for sure already out. My head has been in the clouds the last week and a half. I've not been paying attention to anything. I've barely been able to focus on my what's been going on in my Discord.
Dreamstone has been used throughout the ages. The Mammon machine and the pendant were made from it, and so was that knife.
Version 13 took us too long, to be honest, and I'm not too keen on the fact we haven't even started updating for version 14. Yeah, I mean, I will say this, with all my praise of Foundry, and it is very high, and that's the unfortunate event when there's a new version of the system, because it's always got a lot of great pushes and advancements to it, but I always feel it's a struggle for everyone to get on the same page when it comes to their, third-party development and anything with it, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, I still wouldn't choose anything else other than Foundry.
Hurry if you mean to confront the Queen. Hope rests in your hands. Ah, I can feel it. The pulse of life eternal.
Foundry's development cycle is too damn fast. Yeah, I feel like I was just starting, I've kind of stopped paying attention on the new features because I feel like it's even when they showcase new things, I don't feel like it's very well demonstrated on how to utilize it. And then on top of that, once I start to feel it, they're already ready to move on. Kara says, I play in a Foundry game and an Alchemy game, and Alchemy is rough compared to PFU. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't think Alchemy is a great platform to begin with. It's just kind of a cookie-cutter platform for people to play a game that there is no other option. I'm glad there's other options for people to play Fabula Ultima, but no one's going to convince me otherwise. The hard work of people of PFU is going to be anywhere challenged in the meantime.
What is this dark energy?
Prophet excited. It definitely isn't complete.
The Mammon machine. Your Majesty, it's too dangerous to continue.
Bitch.
Mother! Don't stop, Shala. We only a little longer to go. Immortality will be ours. Zeal will have the eternal glory it deserves. So long have I waited.
PFU has the advantage of having been in development for a few years at this point. Yeah, and but I also I see the effort. Like I said, I've given a nod to anyone who, I don't know every single person that puts their effort into it, but I have vocalized it in their Discord. From anything in just performance to anything that, even you provide, Erica. You all put so much effort because you love this game obviously enough to put the effort in, and there's nowhere else is even close to competing with that love for this game and effort, in my opinion. Kara says true, and the Alchemy team is smaller in comparison. Well, and I once again, I don't want to dissuade anyone. If they have the opportunity to play Fabula Ultima in any form, do it. And if alchemy is the option, great. Hell, play it on digital PDFs if you want, or even use Fultimator as, you know, just bare bones operations. But as I said, there's not gonna be any time soon Foundry is swayed away from me. Fill in monologue scene, gain a Fabula point. Absolutely. Well called. Good form. I don't remember if I saved. My big question is, why did they choose alchemy as their main VTT? My guess is exposure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is there any Roll20 association? I completely stay out of Roll20. I do not like Roll20, so I don't know. But I figured maybe just because alchemy is such a mainstream platform for so many other games, throwing Fabula Ultima in some base of it was an easy response. I just want to know why they haven't actually responded to us getting PFU listed on the official listing. Yeah, I've kind of kept my business out of that, but I've always wanted the same thing, because exactly what I just said, like all the effort you guys put into it, in my opinion, it's not like they don't know you exist in PFU. Like, PFU's Discord is almost, in my opinion, ubiquitous to the other Discords. Pretty sure lots, cuz lawyers said don't. Yeah, probably. I'm just glad that even though it's unofficial, they've been playing nice overall, and I think in the long run, they know it would be stupid to completely outcast Foundry as an option if they're not going to invest to let PFU exist. Yeah, I know they know you exist. I'm pausing the game here real quick to get a drink and turn my fan on because it's getting a little warm in here. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I'm going to do a little recap here on the chat before we get rolling again. G Helmet says, warm, happy people down there. It's still winter here. I would rather it be winter. It's 8:13 right now, and it's 76 degrees here in Oklahoma and a little humid. Not the biggest fan of it, and it's only going to get warmer. Erica says, Need Games doesn't have much of a leg to stand on in shutting down PFU. We follow the third-party license. That's great, and there shouldn't be anything wrong with that in the sense of any compliance. But at the same time, once again, the fact that that PFU isn't acknowledged on a higher level for use of playing online it's whatever. That's why I voice it. G Helmet says, I've read it 3 times to make sure what I was doing ain't wrong, but I am still biased with the use of style looking at their books. They talk about what style to use, but at the same time don't make it look official. Looking at all the stuff online made, they almost all use the style. So I mean, there's nothing I've made directly that is anything mimicked off of that, but I any of my original videos before I got started and I started showing Project FU and all that stuff, like as in my basis, I went to Emma and I was like, just making sure this isn't going to cause any problems, and they were very just like, no, go for it, at least not to my knowledge. I agree. I very want PFU to be at least acknowledged. I don't necessarily want them to make it official or anything, but let us list it. I agree. And you know me, I will continue to promote PFU and everyone behind it. Ooh, this looks like a problematic place. I think I'll send a preview copy to him before going forward when it's ready. It probably wouldn't hurt. There's one thing I've seen out of Emma in my short time awareness of them, is the fact that they've made such an effort to communicate the development and the evolution of this game from the very get-go. I feel like proper communication back to them is only proper. Oh no. An elevator fight scene. Just like every Ninja Turtles and was it not Final Fight? I forgot. It was Streets of Rage game from Double Dragon games. Hell yeah, elevator scene. I'm just sad I can't exploit the elevators by like just knocking them over off the ledge. Elevator fights are fun trope for me, so no matter how frequently it's used. I wonder how you would build that in Fabula Ultima if you could do something. I mean, I guess it could be the progress of the elevators based off of a clock, because you definitely don't want to just make it a whole series of fights, because you don't want to grind fest. That's obviously the thing that they try to avoid doing in Fabula Ultima, is make everything just come down to a complete halt because of the time it takes to fight everything. And of course, you don't want to make up for just making little weak things all the entire time to give the set stage. Gotta love the classics. Couldn't agree more. I was going to do it a gauntlet of a few simple conflicts. Let's get a cure on Chrono here. But I might have to give it some consideration. Yeah, that's like, I don't like building meaningless fights and like simplicity. Like, I don't always have to have like complex, complicated fights or anything either. But I don't know. That's a different basis of consideration. Solander said, I think I told you that my co-DM ran a session where your primary antagonists are the Foot Clan. Well, just last night we got to fight Shredder. That is fantastic. I actually want to watch the original movie. I missed that. That movie's so good. Maybe enemies reinforced until the clock gets maxed. Yeah, something like that. Solander says it was difficult but fun, except for one PC who dropped them in the second turn, fortunately. Sometimes it's just how things flow. Yeah, I see it more as set dressing than an interesting challenge to overcome. Yeah, exactly. Wing, 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 wing. Okay. And Falcon Strike has really helped grind through the minutia of dungeon delving in this. Falcon Strike is definitely strong. Gee, I wonder what I should do here. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to take another quick pause, but this shouldn't take very long. All right. I was a weaver of lies. That did take longer than I anticipated. Recap real quick before I go into my pending death. Solandra says one interesting narrative turn. Let me actually see if we got my mics on. Turned mechanical thing was he had a minion who cast a buff where the next hostile spell cast at Shredder would reflect back, which sucked for our elementals. I can imagine. However, invocations are not technically spells, so they bypassed it, showing that if you live in harmony with nature, it'd be fine, but if you try to dominate, you get punished. I like that message trying to be told. We're playing a natural fantasy game, so it fits the theme up. I have thought about how I would present a natural fantasy, because I feel that's a realm that's a specific theme that you'd have to find a niche within a niche to really explore. I know it's big, otherwise there wouldn't be a, Atlas produced of it. I've actually just found myself kind of mix and matching so far with my press start continuation. I haven't really put in much the Techno Atlas in, though. You truly made it all this way. Perhaps I did underestimate you. But this is the end. My pets will put a stop to you. Come forth, Gollum sisters. Terrifying. Oh my god, that reminds me of the mouth reminds me of the fucking boogeyman from the real Ghostbusters animation in the 90s. You kind of expect it to mix and match. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Something tells me I should have put... Yeah. That's what I thought. I'm assuming that's fire. So I need to emit copies physical attack. Okay, interesting. All right. Well, that got just handed my ass to me. I like this new thing where I just rush in and die and then figure it out. These two are a pain. Yay! Let's try that, I guess. It didn't really say it was an element of fire, but they looked like they were casting like a flare ability. I expect the majority of people will play high fantasy, as that's the expected norm for D&D games, but yeah, mix and match seems common. I mean, I even look at like Star Ocean, I can't remember which one it is, but it was on the PS2, where it really starts very high fantasy, and then one of the characters comes in from outer space and starts really meshing the Techno Atlas style into the world. This new thing where fights keep having gimmicks. Yeah, right? I didn't sign up for this. One thing I have noticed in this, and I don't know if this would break the game or make it just so pointless, is there's no defensive stance or guard ability. That's really obnoxious. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay, so the ruby armor doesn't do shit against that. Guardians is for cowards. I'm also a coward. Yeah, I mean, hell, there's a pure Fabula Ultima class that's all about doing that. All right. Let's see here. Guarding is a difficult thing to do well in games. Like, I really like Legend of Dragoon Guard, where you take half damage and you heal for a good portion of your max HP. And I think, and honestly, I think some of the class abilities, I think it's Fury, I believe. I can't remember. I think kind of take some inspiration from that. I've never played Legend of Dragoon. That's another one to put on the map to play, though. I am almost finished with my drawing. I think I'll stop at 15 enemies in this collection. I'll wait to see what my son brings me. He's supposed to draw me some new cool designs. Cool, that's awesome. I don't know if I'm going to want to do that, but... especially since it mimics. So obnoxious. Like, this is absurd, the amount of the attack output. All right. No, I didn't mean to hit resume. Like, what is that? Like, I didn't even get to do an attack and I'm dead. I feel like whoever designed this fight is just like, it was like when a DM has a really bad day and just grief kills TPKs his party. Well, crap, now I'm failing to find a good strategy to win this fight. I have one idea, but I don't know if it would work. Well, I've been thinking, other than using like barriers that like reduce the damage of physical and stuff, but I have to be able to freaking cast it, and that's the problem. I'm getting aced before I even get to do anything. I've never played this game, so I don't have any helpful advice. Good luck. Thank you, Kara. Like, even like the physical barrier doesn't mean shit if you're just losing half your HP or your MP. Like, yeah, that still doesn't do anything. Maybe it reduced. Maybe I did the shield one or the. I am well aware I'm getting wrecked. What if... I know it still halves everything, but... Would I take off the golden earring? Just for now. Put it on Chrono. That boss seems like a DPS check and the math ain't math. Yeah, right? I know it's still halving my damage or if they hit Chrono, but maybe he'll survive those stupid blast little... This boss is just a huge pain in the ass. Awesome. Like, what is this? And if I attack, they just automatically get a reaction too. If only this game could let you study and figure out the special rules, right? Let me, or when I crit, give me an opportunity and let me get some sort of unmasking. Well, unmasking's plot, but they attack with the element they were last hit with. Okay. And this is probably the only time in the entire damn game that Hypno Wave is useful. Oh, for confusion. Interesting. Yeah, let's try something a little different here. Yeah, that is definitely not the strategy I've used in the past, but if it works, go for it. It sounds great. What is that a dual tech, the Hypno Wave? Luca has it. Okay. Ah ha ha. Okay. Fortunately, I have not optimized her lately. Don't need that. Probably not wanted. I probably would have wanted a better healer in here than Glenn. How long does that last? This is just so annoying. Until they take damage, okay. Okay. Well. Retaliate. I'm gonna be straight up admit here. I might have to admit defeat for the evening. I think my process in my brain is starting to lack on proper response here, and which is not great for visual. I need to come back with this at a refreshed brain, good set, good mind. Five quick defeats. I do like the fact that you were able to suggest the sleep ability. That definitely does help. But optimizing how to sustain my health at the same time is I'm drawing a blank on as well. So that being said, I put about 2 hours and 50 minutes into the stream, so I think this would be a good stopping point. A little earlier than I anticipated, but I did come into this. I've had a long week, and today kind of drained me. I went out to the medieval fair, ate a bunch of food that I probably shouldn't have eaten, and my brain and body's drained a bit. So I'm starting to dip. So that being said, guys, thank you for being part of the stream. As I stated in my Discord, I now have over 500 subscribers. It's awesome to feel that accomplishment. While it's more of a waiting game than anything else, I'm really happy to see that there's over 500 people, or at 500 people that are supporters of my invested time in Fabula Ultima. And I appreciate you guys the most coming in here, watching this and chit-chatting and talking things out and what's relative, and just kind of following up with nostalgia as well. So I always welcome you guys back, and I'll be coming back with a stronger force of accomplishment going forward. So until then, you guys all have a good night, and we'll see each other soon. I have a video I believe I'm going to have released out on Wednesday about XP and leveling, and like I said, just a little further announcements of some promotions. So until then, you guys have a good evening. Talk to you later.